These are directions on how to do your area review center. On the copy that you have, it should have numbers here and for the base and for the height, so make sure you use those to multiply. My copy doesn't have that. Remember that this is finding the area of a parallelogram. So the formula we're going to use for a parallelogram is base times height equals area. And something I want you to think about is when we're doing anything with area and we're trying to find the height of something, remember height has to be going straight up and down. We do not measure the height of anything that's going diagonal, right? Think about when you go to the doctor, right? You don't measure your height going sideways. So make sure when it's asking for height, you're only using a straight line, a vertical line for the base and the height, and then you should be fine. Okay, so you'll go ahead and do base times height for the first 6. I wanted to talk about 7, 8, and 9 with you. So for this one, you have to find the missing measurement. So we're still using the same formula. We're still doing base times height equals area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this formula and I'm going to plug it in for each problem. So I'll do number 7 with you guys. So I'm going to write out my formula, base times height equals area. And then I'm just going to plug in what we got. Okay, so first the base is 6. So I'm going to put a 6 here. Times area is 42. And I don't know what the height is, so I'm going to leave it as a h. So our goal is to figure out what is this missing number. So I'm going to think to myself, what times 6 is 42? Or you could think about it as division, right? What is 42 divided by 6? So I know that I have to multiply by 6 7 times to get 42. So this would be 6 times 7 equals 42, which means my missing measurement is going to be 7. So the height is 7 centimeters. Okay, you'll do the same thing for the other 3. For this one, it tells us that she thinks that the area is 63 for the 63 square inches for this parallelogram, but she did something wrong. So you need to figure out how did she get 63, why is that wrong, and what is the correct area. The other part of the sheet you're doing is triangles. And again, for the one you have, it should have the numbers written here, so make sure you use those numbers. Do not worry about these directions here. We're not following that. Remember that since this is the area of a triangle, the formula is base times height, right, there we go, times 0.50. Or if you like, base times height divided by 2. Right, those are the same formula. So those are the formula you need to use for a triangle. So you'll use that for all of these. Remember, we're not following these directions here. Base times height divided by 2. Remember on 11 and 12, height has to be going straight up and down. Do not use the height of something that is a diagonal line. We do not use diagonal lines when we are finding the height. Okay, so be careful of that on 11 and 12. Okay, and then number 13 says, explain 2 ways you can tell which triangles in problems 1 through 6 have an area greater than 15 square units. We're actually going to go ahead and skip that one, so you can skip 13 also. Okay, if you have any questions, make sure you talk to the people next to you before talking to your teacher. To earn points for this assignment, you need to be submitting your work, meaning I should see what you are multiplying together. Right? I should not just see the answer. I should see that you did 12 times 5 and then the answer you got for it.